What's going on, everybody? It's Ricky with Video Homicide, back with the radioactive blob fuel. He's come equipped today. He's come equipped with a big ass ant from Colombia, and that's fitting because we're about to watch a film that is about a bug, and
with a big ass,
a big ass bug. That film is none other than Ridley Scott's 1979 Alien, which 79 is a fucking good year because we had movies like Zombie, we had movies like Alien. Fuck, I'm trying to think of. Give me one other one. I don't know. I think Halloween was 78. I think The Warriors was 79 though. So good year, regardless. And get the chat open here. So I think, are you near your thing to hit play?
Yeah.
Hold on. What the fuck's going on here? Okay, so on 3.
Oh.
Yeah, I got it.
Too late.
That's
we got a delay.
That's all right. We're basically on the same page.
Yeah, more or less. It's the first time I've actually done an official commentary to where we're both.
Dead Recliner's in the house. What's going on, bro? VZ is in the house. What the fuck is going on? It's Friday night. We're starting off the stream with a big ass ant and a big ass bong toke. So is that, by the way, is that ant edible that you have there?
Yeah.
Fuck.
With 100 super chats, you'll get to see me eat a big ass ant.
Who wants to see him eat a big ass ant? Send the fucking money in. Donate to my super chat fund. You know, I need a new pair of shoes. Fuck yeah.
For now, I'm just gonna drink this beer with a bee on it, made with bee ass.
That's actually a sick fucking bee.
Yeah.
That's a sick bee.
Rogue. Honey Kolsch.
We're gonna start.
Yaphet Kodo.
Start correct. Yaphet Kodo.
You guys a fan of Alien? Alien's actually I go to it and say it's my favorite horror movie, just because, like, as a kid, you would see those, like, all the toys were already out, and they were kind of cheap, but you were bombarded with it. It was, like, the coolest shit. Like, those toys, the Terminator, you'd always see, like, the Terminator hand, where you could, move the little fingers or whatever. What else? What other stuff did you see like that? I don't think there was really, like, Rambo. I don't think I can remember. But Alien, Godzilla. Godzilla was going strong in the 90s because you had all the, like, the Heisei stuff. Godzilla versus King Ghidorah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That's probably my favorite Godzilla. That or Biollante, Destroyer. That's a good one.
You mean Destroyer?
Destroyer! 85's not too shabby, too. Hell yeah, guys.
VZ loves Alien.
I like Alien better than Aliens.
See, I'm on the other camp. I like Aliens better, but I do love Alien. As a matter of fact, shout out to my buddy GDJ Rod. Probably like fucking 8 years ago, we actually did a commentary on Aliens, the special edition. That's on the channel somewhere.
Support my channel by giving subscriptions.
I got Caligula in the mail today. I don't think I ever heard of Caligula.
Whoa!
I've heard of the name.
That was a Playboy movie. They I think it was a Hugh Hefner joint, but it was hardcore. Like, they wanted to make kind of like, there's another movie called Sex World, which was a big budget porno, but they wanted to make something that was kind of polished. There's another movie that was financed by Playboy that's kind of interesting too. Like, it's got a weird appeal because it's very folksy horror. It's called Evil. Oh, it's got Robert Culp from Greatest American Hero. I'm gonna have to look it up because now it's bothering me. But anyways, it was like this kind of slow burn where this guy moves out to the country and whatever. Tangent aside, like, Caligula is just about, kind of like a nonstop orgy, right? I haven't seen it. I just know of its reputation and it being, like, you know, kind of like Hollywood trying to throw balls to the wall with sex and orgies and you know.
Yeah. Well, that's like like Dead Recliner likes like crazy fucking movies like that, so it fits his like wheelhouse. You know what I mean? Because I know he likes all
Dude,
those.
look
Like,
at that helmet. That thing, 79. They're pulling off shit with that. With like, all they had was like LEDs. You know, that's so.
That's the thing.
That's
So
why I love
science
this
fiction.
movie.
Science fiction. I think in the 1960s, with like obviously with Space Odyssey, where it took a very realistic approach, and I think that's what Alien did. It followed suit and did this very realistic
Hard
interpretation
science.
of it.
Just look at the fucking paneling. You know, that's why I love this movie so much. Like the set design on it, and you like the thing about Alien. Another reason I pin it down is you had uh Geiger, however you want to say his
Yeah,
name, doing
yeah.
the Alien. You had uh oh
Stan Winston.
Stan Winston. You had Mobius doing all the spacesuits. I mean, you just had so much talent all coming together to make this thing possible, and it's like, fuck.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's definitely this movie scared the shit out of me when I was a kid, but it like
Yeah.
this is the thing what happened to me, okay? Scared of this movie when I was a kid, and then my first DVD was Spaceballs, right? So I had
Oh,
seen Alien and I watched Spaceballs, and I was like it made like one of the scariest things of my cinematic viewing up to that point, like a farce, you know, like at the end. Like I
it's
love
like
Spaceballs. I love Spaceballs, but like, you know,
it's kind of good though because it's like that relief from all the tension, right? You're like, oh, well, this is just a movie. We can lampoon it, whatever.
yeah. Oh, Kayla's watching right now. What's going on, cutes? Um, yeah, no, we're just watching Alien right now, and everyone's waking up right now. But like we were just talking about like the set design and all that shit, like and everything about this film, like everything from the fucking like you said, like the paneling in the background, like look at that. Like it looks like a
Yeah.
fucking insane asylum. Like
And it's so bright. Yeah, just like, oh man, like that's the thing. Like they basically say Alien is the haunted house in space. And
it
like
is.
it just chills you. Like you would be stuck in there for God knows how long. And it's just your job. They're just truckers out in space, you know.
Yeah.
It's not like they're it's not like they're any type of big elite this, that, or the other. I mean, that's where aliens kind of differs, right? Because they're like specialties, and then they get all fucked up trying to go in there. Like they're gonna Vasquez, and like they're gonna hand the aliens ass to them, like they know
Yeah.
what they're dealing with. And Ripley's like, no, no, I don't want to. I ain't doing this. I ain't having this.
Yeah. Well, it's sort of like she's kind of like Chief Brody from Jaws in the second Jaws.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like how
yeah.
like when no one believes them, basically. They just scare it. It's crazy because like scare it was like strawberry in Cheech and Chong. And I think I might have seen Cheech and Chong before. No, I wouldn't have seen that one first. I would have definitely seen Next Movie first. That was my first Cheech and Chong flick.
I think I saw Up in Smoke first.
Yeah.
I had that and Still Smoking on VHS for a long time.
Still Smoking grew on me. When I was a kid, I didn't like it, but when I got older, I found
I like when they're sitting outside and it starts playing Prince Delirious and they just start eating all the food.
yeah, and then like he looks in it looks like there's like a clown sitting beside him or some shit. It like a hallucination.
Oh man, I love that movie though because it's way more off the wall than Still Smoking. You know, they start to like it's like they get so fucked up they start to have those delusions, but it's just them doing the skits, and it's like he's I'm Eddie Torres, the extra testicle.
Yeah, E.T. the extra testicle. What a fucking movie! I love that
First
scene.
time a singer sitting on the log, trying to get it on with an old bullfrog. One time I figured to a rope, go down my finger.
What about with that girl, like the maid that like screws the fuck out of Cheech? Or was it Chong? And then he's like crawling out of the room and she's like pulling him back in.
Dude, I pulls him back in. It cuts to like some National Geographic stock footage. Like a turtle. Like at the end, it's got like a turtle.
Right?
Yo, VZ said he was shown up in Smoke first.
Yeah.
And same
I
with
don't even know how. Did I rent that or did I get it? Because a buddy of mine, he was like 5 or 6 years older than me. He just gave me a bunch of VHS because I had one of those little combo TVs. Gave me like Friday after next, Up in Smoke, Still Smoking. Probably, he might have gave me Days of Confused if I didn't already get that beforehand. Interview with a Vampire. Just like a bunch of just mainly screwball stuff, but
yeah,
the horror I would pick up along the way. Man, look at that fucking miniature.
it's ridiculous.
Keep trying.
Well, what I think they did was like I kind of like got in I got involved with like models and shit like years ago, and there's like this thing called kit bashing. That's where you when you take, like different pieces from different models and make something out of it, and I think they did that with this.
Oh yeah,
That's not our system.
but like I guess it was pretty popular. You had all those like famous monsters type of stuff you could send in for, right? Where you build the dioramas and they had like the Frankensteins and the basically all the Universal.
Yeah.
So there must have been like a huge. I tried that when I was a kid, but I wasn't. I think I was too young. I might have been like 8, and I didn't have the patience or the coordination to put together like a Gundam.
Yeah, I did 2 Gundams, like probably in the last like 10 years. I did 2 of them, and then I think I dropped one of them and pieces just fucking flew, and I said fuck it. And
Yeah,
the other one, I built it and I sold it on Kijiji to some fucking kid, and then I'd like to get one just to build, but like a bigger one. But they're kind of pricey, I'd like to get one like a decent size one, maybe this big, and then like paint it, like dry brush it with like fucking like orange and shit, make it look greasy.
That's where I'd have to get the airbrush. Like if I'm gonna do, because yeah, I thought about doing those too. Because it seems like such a good way to kill like a long stretch of time when you don't got shit going on. Just to build one and to have it, because there's certain Gundams like watching that growing up that I would like. I don't know how expensive they'd be. Like I don't know. Did you guys watch that a lot over in Canada? Did you have it in syndication or?
We did, but I didn't really watch it that much, man.
Dude, that whole Toonami block I watched the shit out of.
Like with me,
that
I think it was more like as far as anime went or anything like that. I think the farthest that I went was some Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball, whatever the fuck it is. Like I am a Dragon Ball Z novice. I know Goku and fucking Vegeta, and I think it like looks good. I just never got into it. My cousin's big into it. My brother's obsessed with anime. He can talk anime for days, probably.
My brother knows more than I do because he's always he's like, I got this Sergeant Frog, I've got these Trooper Voltoms, I've got this. Like he'll go and buy every sale they have. He'll like stock up. I know like older, like I look into older stuff because I like, just anymore. It's like kind of. I don't. It's like this. Like if they tried to do this spaceship in CG, like it could still look all right as far as in terms of the movie, but there's a whole nother level on it when you see it done, and like every little detail is there, like in person.
Mm-hmm. Like the planets, everything looks good as fuck. Like,
what do you think that is? All that like matte painting?
I think it's probably painting on glass.
Dude.
I think it's like because they probably have like the stars in the background, and then they do like a planet and on a piece of glass, put it down, and then another painting on another piece of glass on top of that. It's kind of like how they did the Disney backgrounds back in the day.
Disengage.
Dragon Ball Z was my shit in high school, says VZ. And then
Yeah, I did like Dragon Ball Z. And maybe like the older I got, for some reason, I went back into it in my early 20s, and I was more into Dragon Ball just because it was like goofy. You watch it, you know, telling people to go to hell or calling them bastards or whatever.
Night Fright.
It wasn't as like much of a stake to it. The main problem with Dragon Ball, like, if you're gonna be critical of it now, is it's all just like, I guess a lot of them are like that. Is it's like get into the next boss, like the next, and then it's all about power ups. Like, oh, you have this move, and now you have this move, and now you can go to this form, and all of them are like that. You either buy into it and accept it for what it is, or you're like, nah, I just can't connect to it. But I like Yu Yu Hakusho too. That was another one that I think it had a little more edge to it than Dragon Ball, but it was more of like demons.
Yo, can you just turn your TV down just a cunt hair?
Is it loud?
Just turn it down like a couple shades if you can.
When the next exam is going off, all the people is going to be a little bump.
There's gonna be a little bump.
Russia drop it. Take 3 plus the shield. Let's go with it.
Also,
Better?
death means, yeah, that's way better. VZ says also death means nothing in Dragon Ball Z.
Unless you're Raditz, then you're fucked. You're gone. Raditz or Raccoon. They should have brought back Raccoon.
Motherfuckers love Dragon Ball Z. I know that, man. Like my cousin, I remember back in the day him watching it, and then me just being like, I was so into like my own thing back then that I don't know. I watched a few episodes, and I never disliked the show. It's just that there was either always something else on that I wanted to see, or I was wanting to do, I used to read a lot of like fucking magazines and stuff when I was a kid. Like I mentioned before, I stole a bunch of fucking Mad magazines and different bullshit like that. So I had all this stuff, and I was a big fucking gamer. Like, what's crazy is the other night I plugged in, because I was cleaning up my fucking closet, not to sound like Eminem or any bullshit, but I found my Xbox 360, so I was like, fuck it, why don't I have this hooked up, and that way I can fucking throw in a game sometime if I want. So I hooked it up, and I played a little bit of Final Fight, and a little bit, what the fuck, I didn't play any Castlevania Symphony of the Night, but I have that on there. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever played that one.
I got like 50% done, and then I fucking I think that was probably around the time that I got the Xbox One, because I remember one of the first games that I remember playing was GTA 5, but there was also that Mad Max game. There's a fucking Mad Max game.
I never heard of the Mad Max game. That's wild.
Oh, it was good.
Who's that? Night Fright
Talk Show. I don't know who that is, but they're saying,
welcome, buddy.
How you doing?
I think he's more of a fan of Alien 2, maybe?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Aliens good as fuck, man. You can't deny that. All of the little, like, this movie has it too in a way, but I think Aliens has it more with like the camaraderie thing with like,
yeah,
how there's like they're all buddies, but then there's like cliques within. So there's like Vasquez and that guy, I think his name was Drake, and like those two were like tight. And then like you had fucking Paxton. He was sort of like your jokester guy, and then you had like Frost and fucking, what's the guy's name? Michael Bean's character, Hudson. Like, I love all those guys. VZ couldn't get into the Mad Max game. I really liked it. I didn't beat it, but I really liked it.
What was that for?
Xbox One is what I had it for.
That's why I didn't get that. I didn't really mess with the Xbox past like Xbox One.
Well, that's what Xbox One was the last system I had. All I have.
Do you mean Xbox? Do you mean Xbox? I'm saying OG Xbox. I said One.
Oh fuck, the old school Xbox. That's what my
My friend had a 360, and we play a little bit, but like Red Dead. Was it Red Dead Redemption
so
at that
fucking
point?
good. Red Dead is good as fuck. I got Red Dead and the zombie DLC.
Nice.
Yeah, VZ said it was on PS4 as well.
There's a pretty good Alien game out there called Alien Isolation.
Yeah, I heard that was good. I
If
had
you
the
like
Alien.
survival horror,
I had the Alien game that was called Colonial Marines, and shout out to Retro or Die because he hates that game, and I thought it was pretty fucking fun.
I think I remember hearing bad things about that. But it's kind of like The Thing, right? Like some people thought The Thing sucked, like the game, but other people, I never even played The Thing game.
No, I used to have it. I think I might still have it. Maybe I don't.
I might. I mean, I probably could. My brother's ripped like all kinds of shit. So my dad might have it right now for all I know on his
Once you got a modded
jailbroken.
system or something.
Yeah, my brother like jailbroke it. And he's got like a lot of. He liked the pinball collections,
Oh yeah.
like the Gottlieb, and I think there was another one. So that's his thing. He likes to play those. Definitely San Andreas. That might be his favorite game. And then old stuff we had growing up that he got, like Donkey Kong Country, Super Mario World, Soul Calibur. He loves the Soul Calibur games. But my dad, when he plays Soul Calibur, he'll take the PlayStation 2 controller and he'll act like he's typing on a keyboard or something. He'll just like hit the buttons. I'm like, dude. I guess it works for you, kind of. Like that can't be comfortable on your hand. We're playing like Typing of the Dead or something.
Fuck. Remember back in the day, motherfuckers would be playing a game like. Remember Fight Night? You ever play Fight Night? Specifically
round 3.
You like round 3? Eh? Okay, my cousin loves round 3, but for me, motherfucking Fight Night round 4. Love that game. So
Fight
good.
Night is fun, dude. The mechanics of that game were so good. I just like the twin stick aspect of it, to where you're like using those. Another good one that I never had, I rented it, was called Project Indigo. It had some weird, kind of like the Warriors mechanics when you're going to tag or something. It used a lot of stuff like that.
Ripley, I want to ask you a question.
Yeah, the Warriors is sick.
If they find what they're looking for out there, does that mean we get
Speaking of the Warriors, Walter Hill was involved in the making of this movie in some degree. I don't know what he did.
I'm not going to do any more work to get this straightened out.
Screenplay or something, right?
Something like that.
I got the.
Yeah, I got the thing right in front of me too, dude. Fucking stone.
This thing though, it's like the multi things in my life. You guys want to watch some aliens? I'll give you a free digital code.
Yo,
It's still good. It might expire.
He was a producer. Walter Hill was a producer. Interesting.
There you go.
I don't get nothing in mine. This must be a newer release because this is one of those fucking eco.
Oh.
This is like as bare bones. Actually, it has a commentary.
If anybody comes back, they get this code. If it's not expired, what is this, Voodoo or something? What does it say? I don't know. Maybe it'll work.
VZ, did you watch anything good lately? Or fucking play any? I know you've been playing some shit. I've like again, I want to play some fucking games, but such a fucking time investment.
Yeah. I could probably find stuff I can get into, like if I got a new system, but then, you know, it probably sucked me in.
That's what happens.
I've just been bullshit. I played like Bomberman and then Splatterhouse. Just arcadey stuff to where you don't. R-Type's another game I like to play. Just sit down and throw on, see how far you get.
never even fucking heard of that.
Slaughterhouse or R-Type?
R-Type.
Oh, dude. It's one of the. It's like a shooter, like the a shmup, I guess they call them.
Yeah, shmup.
It's
A
one of
shmup.
those. I like those games because I'm a shmup.
This guy's playing shmups all night.
Shmupping it off.
Yo, I like the motherfucking
I like arcadey stuff though. That and fighters. It's like my because like you don't have to invest a whole lot. You just RPGs. I liked when I was younger, but anyways, go on.
RPGs are I only ever played Pokemon. That was like my only other than
Yeah.
like if you call like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas an RPG, some do.
Nah, I
No?
mean it's a different.
I don't know.
It's got. I mean, yeah, you could kind of look at it that way, but it's more of its own thing. I think they call that stuff like sandbox or something. Open world, whatever.
This game I gotta
You
get
could
some
say it's
water.
got RPG elements, but
I need some fucking
what
water.
RPGs? RPGs that I've played. Let's see what VZ. He said he finished Year of Lead, the Digimon movie. Oh man, I remember that. We're the kids of America. Whoa. Dude, that was actually a damn, I remember watching that years ago. I forget all the Digimon's name, like Dark Bakugan or no. Holy crap. I remember there was that one that looked like a pink turnip or something. And then the thing hacks into the mainframe and screws up the whole digital world or whatever. Starts like colliding realities.
We're the kids of America. Whoa.
Did you see that Digimon movie?
Oh fuck, probably. I don't remember it, dude.
But you heard that Kim Wilde song. I think it was a remake in that.
Oh yeah, look at that. Fucking it's gonna work.
That's
for
definitely some Geiger inspired shit.
Oh fuck yeah.
Like a snatch.
It is. It's like a fucking it's like a double snatch. It's a twin snatch. It's a side by side snatch. Where the fuck is this?
And now you're into the womb. That's like R-Type, man. It's like a shooter inspired by Alien. All that shit was Contra.
Yo, what about fucking Metroid? That was some crazy shit.
Metroid pissed me off because, like, at that point, I was playing the Super Nintendo, and granted, you had stuff like PlayStation that I would play over at my buddy's place, but like I pick up Metroid, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be fun. Like a little fucking, I don't know, 6 years old, and I didn't know what to do. I kept dying. I'm like, oh man, but I wanted to see like what would happen because it looked so cool.
Yeah.
I went on to beat it later. Super Metroid, I think I rented that and stuff like Chrono Trigger, but when I was that young, like, nah, dude, I didn't stand a chance. You rent that for a day or whatever. You get frustrated in like 5 minutes. You got you can't just look up the walkthrough, whatever. You're like, I give up. I'm gonna watch cartoons or something, watch some Angry Beavers or Street Sharks, whatever the fuck you watch at that time.
Street Sharks.
SpongeBob.
VZ never got into Metroid. Not a Metroid.
I never got like into the GameCube because I didn't have a GameCube at that time. It was like, well, you gotta pick, Like, I guess they released a bunch of that shit during the GameCube, and that was the time the PlayStation 2 came out, and I was, like, into watching movies, so of course I'm gonna get the PlayStation 2. I'm like, fuck, I can get DVDs. Look at this shit. And by that time, you already had, like 99? No, was it 97 is when DVDs came out? And you saw the change at the video store. Like, at first it was kind of slow, but then it was like, fuck. DVD's taking over.
Fucking DVD toyko. Look at that thing.
Yeah, space jockey.
It's fucking crazy looking.
And this movie, there's so many sets in it. Like, I watched another one because I knew we were gonna put this on. I was watching Creature again, and like there was 17 sets or 11 sets or something like that on that film, and it had the guys from the Corman crew. I'm pretty sure it was the same dudes. They didn't say because I watched special features. They were saying they went on to do Aliens, but I think they were guys from Forbidden Worlds and Galaxy of Terror, two other really good like Alien ripoffs. But like the Creature looks good. It's got Klaus Kinski, and he's kind of like the big one of the biggest scumbags out there, and he just plays like a total creep. The Alien, it looks decent. It's got some gore to it. Cheap, low budget movie, but if you're a sucker for these space films like I am, definitely one to check out, I guess. Forbidden Worlds probably is that or Galaxy of Terror. That's probably like the one of the top tier like Alien knockoffs though.
What about Contamination?
Oh, yeah, but that Alien, do you think it looks good? The big eyeball thing? It looks cool. That's the thing. Like, even the shit. It doesn't. There's one. It's called Deep Space. The alien looks kind of shitty. It's a total Alien knockoff, but I can tell like they took time into making it, even if it was like minimal. So I still appreciate it more so than CG. So yeah, I'll give Contamination its props. It's got a lot of like. And plus, they go to Colombia or something. There's like a scene where they're in like the tropics, where they're going into that warehouse and shit.
I'm thinking they're like some like sleazy hotel at one point. I remember that. It's fucked.
Have you ever seen that movie Alien 2: Hell on Earth? Where they're like going down into the cave and shit?
No.
I haven't either, and I want to see it. I might try to go and get it here soon because I'm thinking about making a little stop to the video store and picking a few things up against my space restrictions over there, but
yeah. Space restrictions. I got space restrictions here too, man. It's fucked.
I could put a shelf right there, but then the doors right there would hit the shit. Maybe if I had like a bunch of little end caps, because it's hard to put up like a big display for me. But if I had like a bunch of little shelves, it would work. But then you got like your movies in like 20 different spots.
Yeah. It happens so, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm already at that. I've got them in like 3 different spots now. I've got like the main
Me too.
shelf.
I got movies in 3 spots in this fucking place too. Most of them are on the wall here, but there's a good few put away. It's hard to just, especially with tapes. Tapes take up so much space.
That's why I can't really. I might have a total of like 11 or 12 tapes that I'd be willing to just. I don't know. Maybe we should do like a giveaway or something for the magazine and just send somebody some random tape. I think they'd be cool with that.
Yeah. Speaking of the fucking magazine, what did you think of that Clockwork Orange thing?
That was dope, dude. That was
fuck, man. I'm so stoked with it.
I have like, I don't know. I was looking at it, and they were like favorite parts of them, of like the pages. And I'm looking at the last one with the dude. We're in the spaghetti dinner scene. And I'm like, dude, that face is fucking wild. Like, you put the energy of that guy to where he's like getting ready to snap into it. There's like, he wanted to like eat his soul at that point when it clicked in his mind. Did you ever think about putting that his little helper in there? That would have been funny.
I did actually, but I didn't.
I don't know if it would have fit with like the style you had going because it's like I would have made him like goofy looking, not like. He put him at a skull because he was kind of like out of place in there. He just like opened the door to somebody you assaulted. There's this big fucking dude, like a skinny little tiny white. Like, oh fuck, I can't fight back. I fucked up.
My favorite, or like, I first started with that image, like in the middle, and I did that on mushrooms. Like I drew it in pencil, like just a rough sketch. So I don't like, but I started inking it. When I started inking it, I was on shrooms. So that was the first one, and then I ended with this page. So the first page is technically the last page, and like the thing is that background, like that orange, all that is a fucking orange Prismacolor. That's one shade. That's it. Just the whole fucking thing. And then I took, like I told you, I took the watercolor, and I just like fucking, I did red and black. So I did the red, and then I did the black, just splatter on it, and it.
But that's marker and watercolor.
It's the orange is marker. Everything else, that's like the inks are all. Yeah, hold on a minute. Okay, so like for instance, with this fucking thing, okay, so orange Prismacolor, and then black and red watercolor. Yeah. All this black in here is all just Micron. And
so that whole background is the marker?
Yes.
Yeah.
It
looks weird for a marker. It looks like almost like there's different variations of shades in there.
Do you know what it is? It's because the marker was kind of dying. That was the last.
Oh yeah, I've used that trick before.
Yeah, but like it didn't look as good, and then I was like, you know what? Let me fucking splatter some of this shit on here, and I thought it looked fucking dope. So I'm framing it tomorrow and hanging it. Like I'm gonna hang it like behind, or like I'm probably gonna hang it like in front, like by my TV, so I can see it. You know what I mean?
You know, a little trick you can use that I figured out just fucking around is like, do you ever like the look of kind of like the dry marker when you can use that as like a texture or something?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
If you take like another piece of paper and overlap it over, because it's not really like a predictable thing, I guess. Maybe if you took out the thing and really looked at it, or this, that, and the other. But if you just like scrub it a bit on that and then go over it, you can get kind of a consistent, dry hit out of it.
Damn.
I don't even remember what I used that for. It might have been the Natural Born Killers thing or something or another. Oh, we're at the face hugger scene.
Yeah.
That was the shit that got me as a kid, because it's kind of tame up until I kind of missed the whole egg scene. That's one of the best. That's one of my favorite parts of the movie when they go in there.
Because we were talking bullshit about fucking Clocker. Guys, yeah, I missed my favorite scene. Thanks a lot.
I missed my favorite scene. That's okay. We'll watch Clockwork Orange again next week. I don't even know your favorite scene. I can't really.
My favorite in Clockwork Orange?
Yeah.
My favorite scene in Clockwork Orange is probably.
I know you said you like the first half better.
I would definitely say the first act of the film I like the most, but I think probably the rape scene, like the first rape scene you see, or not rape scene, but like when they attack that guy's house, like everything about that movie I love, but that's the scene that I think is the most like crazy and brutal,
They kind of go unhinged in the Durango. Like you see that building up to it, and it's like they're all piled in there. They're just
they're like crunched in there. They're all, because I was looking at that photo when I was drawing it, and they're all fucking
shoving it up.
Yeah. Oh fuck. And like all that, like I debated on whether or not putting dialogue somewhere on one of those pages, but I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah. Sometimes, I mean, dialogue's hard. You really gotta. There's times when I'm like,
But, oh, dude, remember how you made that alphabet like your own font? I need you to.
Oh yeah.
I need you to fucking like let me know how you did that.
Okay, I can send you the link to
Yeah,
it. It's
send me the
something you
links
print out and
later.
you just like. Honestly, it's a perfect thing to do at work because you just sit there with like it'll show you every one. You send it into the website. It sends you the text back, and then you can use like any editing, like Microsoft, probably Word, anything like that, and just pull up because it saves it to your whatever, and you got one ready to go.
Fucking A, man.
It's called Calligrapher, but yeah, I'll send you the link.
Yeah, because I want to do my own font for the next issue of Filthy Ralph, because I
It
think
makes
that
a world of difference, dude.
yeah, because my font, I'm not in love with the font that I did in issue 2, and like the first issue is like, I mean, I love it, but it's computer fucking font, so you know,
Yeah.
it's
It's
I
weird though,
try.
dude. Like I've looked at people who can draw like 10 times better than me and they're using like some kind of weird font. I'm like, why would you go with that, man?
Yeah.
Like maybe they have to pay or something if you use it professionally. I don't know.
I don't fucking know. I'm
They're
thinking
like,
I'm thinking probably like after we wrap up issue 3 of Cinema 187, which we are now currently accepting submissions for Cinema 187 issue 3. Send them rickparadis1992 at hotmail.com or message
is that
me
where we said?
at cinema.187
Okay.
and send in your article. If you want to write an article, if you want to draw something, whatever the fuck, everything's welcome. We focus on everything is invited, you know.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
you know,
More the merrier.
so far we got an article from Reader 1717, which I read live on the last stream, and it's really fucking good. And we got a submission from a record label called Rotten Apple Records, and
They're also doing zines.
Yeah,
They
they
have
are.
a-
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he sent me
They
the
just-
link to his thing, to like a pre-order or some shit. I'll have to check that out because I like to like get shit like that because it's the kind of stuff that like the thing I like about like this like community or of like zine makers and like horror people and like it really is sort of like starts with like metal. I find like there's like it's they're all kind of like these metal / horror movie zines, and like how I get involved other than like, you know, the horror film and the art thing, but like me being like a newcomer to the genre of metal, I get like these suggestions that I can't get anywhere else, you know. Like I'll bring it to this. Like, if you go on YouTube and you type in like best metal, you're gonna get like probably, you know, 1/1000% of what's actually out there. You know,
You're getting the most popular stuff though. You're gonna
that's
get
what I
like
mean. Yeah,
radio rock. You're gonna get like your Metallica, Megadeth, Pantera, maybe some Sepultura, maybe Morbid Angel, maybe Cannibal Corpse. But dude,
it's not like the crazy shit. Like, what's the name of that guy? That Ken guy? You know what I'm talking about? The YouTube
Ken's
channel?
Death Metal Crypt. Yeah,
Check that guy's fucking YouTube out. It's fucking awesome. He's
yeah.
got so much good stuff, and like, you know, you get a chance. But going back to the zine thing, like people are like, there's interviews with these bands, and you know, you get something out of these zines that you can't get anywhere else, in my opinion. And I want to get a hold of some bands. Like, there's some local bands and shit I'd love to get a hold of and just be like, hey, like, do you want to do like a fucking little interview for this magazine? You know, because I don't want this thing to like be like any kind of like just one thing. Like, I want like Radio Retro or Die did a video game review in the last one, you know what I mean? And like it fits. You know,
Yeah.
it fits. Like, I don't want to have someone like give me a review for like fucking Eddie Murphy's The Nutty Professor, even though I like that movie, but like that wouldn't fit. But like,
So I guess we can't do the national anthem.
definitely can do National Lampoon. That's the best fucking.
Maybe that'll just be a bonus feature. I'll do a little Clark's Adventures in Wally World.
What about like oh my god, never mind. But you know what I'm saying? Like anyone and everyone's invited. So
I'm about to give some away because I do want to go in town. I'm going to drop some off at the video store.
how did those prints go that you did?
Like shit, I had to throw all that away. But then I
What was
realized
it?
what I was doing wrong, and I just rectified it. But I don't know. I can hold them up right now. It's on like a glossy paper, so it's what it's called is a brochure paper, and it's got a little more heft. I was gonna see, how nice it looked. It's a little bit thicker, but I mean, I think like some of the stuff, like Danny V's stuff, looks really good on there. Um, Cinema Sketchbook, his stuff really pops too. Um, Blacks look pretty decent because it's got like a gloss. So anything that's like black work, it stands out a little bit more. Um, I could show it on here. I gotta print off some more, and it'll probably be like later in the week. I want to try to deposit those kind of like in town or something. Just hand them out. Maybe go to like a few of the record stores and stuff, and drop some off while I'm out checking out. 'Cause it's been a while since I've been into town.
I gotta go to Odyssey and give him some more copies of shit because I gave him a bunch of those zines and I don't know, maybe he probably gave them all away by now. So
Yep.
just keep.
I mean, I know they've given
I even
away.
told the guy, I was like, man, I just want them fucking out there. I just want them out there because it's like it's a passion project, man. Like it's just something fun as fuck. Like honestly, dude, like I get so
I'm
much.
gonna go and put them somewhere cool. I know a few spots that it'll definitely. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna drop some off.
Yeah, dude.
Just gotta
Like
get the damn stapler.
yeah, get that fucking stapler. Here, like I got a copy of issue right here. Fucking there it is. Fucking amazing. I think this was one of the test prints that I did because it's kind of dark, this one. Yeah, I'm a big fan of what you did with this Vincent Price comic.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing, man. I feel like that Clockwork Orange thing I did, that's my version of this. Because like I think this is like the Vincent Price thing you did is one of my favorite things you did, and this Clockwork Orange thing is one of my favorite things I've done. So I feel like
It's so good, man. Like you can tell, like you put a lot of time into that. I just can't imagine doing it on mushrooms. I tried to write something once on mushrooms. I look back at it, I'm like, what the fuck is this?
yeah,
I might
but
have to try drawing.
dude, just do a little tiny bit. Like just do. You don't need to go fucking people. Like,
Music was something different, though, man. Like I basically had like
yeah.
a metronome in my brain. That was weird.
Yeah.
Maybe,
No,
yeah, a little
I
bit.
love. I'm an advocate for painting or drawing on shrooms. It's fucking phenomenal. Do it alone though. Don't do it with like. Well, that's bull. I can't really say that because every time I do them, I'm pretty much with someone. But I have painted a few times alone on shrooms, and it is like the ultimate form of out of controlness. I don't know. Fuck.
Yeah, most of the time when we did shrooms, we would just like get around and watch fucked up movies. Like we watched Natural Born Killers, we watched Altered States, we watched just all kinds of shit. Really,
Well, that's the thing to do.
probably Clerks. I think we put that on one time. I like Clerks too a lot. Well, Clerks too, but I like your OG Clerks.
Yeah.
Both of them are good. I haven't seen 3.
No, I haven't seen 3 yet either. I want to, but not yet.
There's a lot of stuff I should probably see, like Cocaine Bear. I need to catch that before it disappears fast already. Because that was one I was like, oh man, I like the idea of it, but then I was like, I don't know.
My buddy Mike saw it. He said it wasn't too bad. But he's not like a movie guy. Like he,
If it's entertaining, if it doesn't bore me, like that's the worst thing. That's why watching trailers sucks because like it's hard because you don't really know like what's coming out if you completely avoid trailers. But if you just go into a movie completely without any expectations, it's like, what the fuck did I just watch? Like something like Hereditary, you're like, oh, this is horror. I'm gonna go and watch this before I go into work. And then you go into work, you're like, whoa.
I went to Hereditary with two buddies that are not movie guys, and they fucking hated it. And like the whole time, I was like, "This is fucking dumb," because I'm a big fan of Hereditary.
It just started twisting and turning every which way, and like I didn't watch the trailer or anything for that. I just was like, okay, this is horror. I'm fuck it. I want to go.
Well, I was like primed. I was primed for that type of movie because Rosemary's Baby is one of my favorite flicks. Exorcist, one of my favorite flicks, and like it's like culty shit. You know what I mean? And
but you don't really get that. And well, I'm gonna shut up. I really don't like to dive too deep.
You don't really get culty shit in like Exorcist, but I mean like.
Well, I mean you don't with that one. It's put it this way: it's a slow burn. It's like a build up to it, and then you're like, what?
What would you call those? Like a fucking bunch of Satanists or whatever? What the fuck were they?
I mean, yeah, it is a cult, but fuck, I guess like you don't really get into the heart of it. I mean, you get little hints, but until the very end, like then you know what's up. But the whole time you're like, what's going on here? What the fuck? Like, why is this person clicking? Well, I mean, we kind of, I don't know. That's a weird thing too because you don't really. Yeah, that movie's trippy. And then at the end,
go ahead. Sorry.
well, I was just saying the end just flies off the rails. Like that's when you know, like you're in some kind of strange, culty, surreal territory where you got bodies floating up in the air without heads, and then satanic rituals to some kind of dark god or whatever. Payman, was that what it was?
Yeah, Paymon.
But yeah, go ahead.
You ever see The Devil's Reign?
Yeah, with John Travolta. I was talking to somebody about that at work the other day. They were like, what's John Travolta's first movie? And they were like, I think it was Saturday Night Fever. And I'm like, I think it was, what did I say, Midnight Cowboy or something. They're like, no, that ain't it. I'm like, oh shit, it's The Devil's Reign. The part where you can't even like see John Travolta because he's got the fucked up eyes or whatever.
I didn't even know he was in it, bro. That's news to me. That
was his first, like, I mean, he did TV shit, like, what was that show called? Emergency? I think he was in a few of those or something. But yeah, you can see by the credits, John Travolta's first film. I wonder if it says it on the thing. Let me look.
This is definitely a test run, one of the test prints. So dark. Fuck yeah. No, so we're just got like those two guys.
It says even John Travolta in his movie debut.
Does it say that? Is it? Do you have the Severin edition?
Yeah.
Yes, I got the DVD of that.
But it has Anton LaVey. That's right, because there's a special feature where they go in there and talk to him. Apparently, that artist Coop was like really tight with Anton LaVey.
Really?
Talking about like going into his little basement bar and chopping it up with him, and how he was like the originator of the dad jokes and stuff. He had like a really corny sense of humor.
Wow. Holy fuck.
Are we the only ones here anymore? We'll see like anybody in the chat.
No, there's still people watching.
Oh. Come in and say hello. I'll watch the screen a little more. We'll talk.
Where's the fucking...
You guys want to see me eat one of these fucking ants, don't you?
666. He wants you to eat.
Of course, that fucker wants to torture me. I don't know. Somebody said this tastes like peanuts. I asked my dad if he ate these. He was like, hell no.
Fuck that, man. I would not eat that.
What's it smell like?
That's like... Is it reek? Oh, fuck.
I don't even want to say what it smells like.
Oh yeah, the guy's up now. He's out of his like shock. The thing's off him and all that.
Oh yeah, he's like, oh yeah, I'm fine. Oh, what the hell?
This guy's gonna eat a fucking ant.
Not yet.
What's that guy's name? John Hurt, right?
Yeah.
Where are we?
Yo, do you know what I
Yours
like about
sucks.
this? Is totally fucked, but in Aliens, remember that scene where they're like eating or whatever, and he's like, Bishop, do the knife thing.
Oh yeah.
Like, Bishop, wait, man.
That's the one thing it has. It has fucking Lance Hendrickson.
Yeah. Bishop.
Bishop, do the night thing.
Yeah.
Should we watch Aliens after this?
Yeah.
We just put that on. 666 if you want to see Aliens. I'll point my thing at the screen and then we'll get taken down.
What was he grabbing out of that thing? It looked like he just grabbing grass.
Linguine? Is that some
Was it
spaghetti?
like
Space spaghetti? Oh yeah, some pretty
Space
dry
spaghetti?
spaghetti.
You guys eating space spaghetti? It'd be cool to have one of those patches that say, is it Nostromo, right?
Yeah, or Wayland Utani.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that in my next comic. I'm gonna hide it somewhere. Wayland Utani.
Come on, baby. The food ain't that bad. Oh, man. Here we go. Okay, we got to see this. This is one of the best moments in the history of cinema.
Oh, this freaked me out as a kid.
Me too.
Because you don't really know the grandeur of it. You know what?
Yeah. Oh man. Like look at he's like struggling. Like they're all like really
Yeah.
they can act like
I don't think they knew what was gonna happen though. Didn't they say that? Like no one really knew. So like the reaction is real. They didn't know about the puppet.
wow. No, they would have had to known about that puppet because it would have taken so long to set that up and they would have all been standing around it like
yeah, true that. Like they know something's going on, but if they
Wow.
don't show it and they don't know they have like the squibs and stuff, I don't know, maybe not. It depends. I guess you could like kind of close off the area. I don't know.
No, just because think of all the setup it involves, dude.
Yeah, it'd be a shit ton to.
It'd be fucking hard to surprise like you in this thing. Like holy fuck, it's got grills, man. I always forget that.
Yeah, yeah.
Got fucking grills.
Metallic chompers.
666 for the fucking little alien. That's sick.
Am I gonna eat the ants? No, I'll eat some more of this lemon poppy seed bread.
Lemon poppy seed bread.
Elaine, you're a terrible Chinaman's nightcap.
Dead Recliner. Are you gonna see Scream 6? I think it's out today.
Scream 6.
I could give a fuck about it, but
You know what I'd rather watch? That well, there's a lot of stuff. There's one I want to see. It's called Hunting Grounds. Flesh for Frankenstein. I'd rather watch Mutant again with Weens Hauser and Bo Hopkins.
Dead Recliner's
I'd rather see cocaine there, honestly, if I'm going to the theaters.
That last Scream was so bad. I think I watched that with either my mom or Kayla. And I think like what happened was we watched like a little bit of it. It was with my mom. So we watched like 10 minutes of it. And then I like said, okay, I'm getting annoyed. Or maybe 20 minutes. I started getting annoyed. I just fast forward to the end. And I was like, all right, this is. To me, Scream hasn't been good since Scream 3. Like Scream 3 was the last time Scream was good.
What gets me is like, you watch the New York Ripper with your mom, and I put that on with my mom, but I'm like, you know what? She's gonna hate this. I'm not even gonna try.
The one time I put on fucking House, excuse me, not House on The Hills Have Eyes. My aunt was here. We were having like a family thing, and it's like the unrated cut, like the remake, and there's like a lot of fucking rape scenes in that movie.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I better plug my thing up. We'll have to change.
Actually, I think there's only one rape scene, but it's like brutal and graphic. You only need one rape scene per film is all right.
One. No, rape them all. Let God sort them out.
Yeah. I want that guy's hat. The fucking what's his name? What's the one dude's name? He was also in Escape from New York.
Lee Van Cleet?
No, the other guy. The guy that's in this movie.
Oh,
Rain.
that guy.
Rain.
Yeah.
Rain.
He's like the
What's his
he's
name
like that
though?
fucked up looking dude who comes out with the he's kind of like the Outlander guy in Escape from New York. Outlander.
I gotta look that guy's name up. Fuck's sakes.
I'm not gonna be able to see.
Harry Dean Stanton is his fucking name.
He's probably been in a lot of shit. That's where Letterboxd comes in handy. Do you ever use that?
No.
I used to use it a lot. I like to write reviews, but then I got because I put a lot of time into those reviews, and it was like I don't want to write something that's just like it was good. We just kind of stopped.
Here's a fun fact about. Let me just say this real quick. The guy that played the actual alien in this film, he was a guy from Nigeria, and he met Ridley Scott's casting team somewhere, and that's how he got the job apparently. But fucking, he died when he was 39 years old because he had sickle cell. That's the same thing that Prodigy had from fucking Mobb Deep.
Damn.
Mobb Deep.
Oh shit! Yeah. Because
But fuck. I hit goddamn light. You nailed it with the haunted house in space thing.
Yeah, dude. I mean, just look at all the details that were put into it. That's the one thing that gets me about this movie. Like, you could sit down, you could take like a still and draw it, and it would take you so fucking long because there's so much perspective. There's so many little like nuances and something like that to where you have the crates with the indents and the little handles, and then I said some kind of shitty movies earlier, but there's one, Deep Star 6. That's pretty good. It's not in space; it's in the sea. But was that Sean Cunningham who did that?
I don't know, man.
I think it was. That's kind of like an alien ripoff in the sea. Life's another one. Underwater.
Yo, what about Below? You ever seen Below?
I don't know.
It's about like a submarine.
No.
Man,
I think I know what you're talking about, though.
It's fucking good, man. You got to see it.
That was like a 2010 joint. Right?
No, that's like a fucking like early 2000s fucking thing, man.
Anyways, I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about, but it doesn't have a cover that would make you think, all right, this is Alien. Like that other one, what was it called? Hangar 118 or something like that? Harbinger, something or another.
Harbinger 18?
Yeah. Because that one, I mean, you could kind of get that, but Below, it just has like a submarine or something on it, right?
Yeah, it's got like a fucking something.
I'll check that one out.
That was a good blind buy because I just bought it because honestly, on the back it said Zach Galifianakis, and I was like, no way. I was like, he was in one of these like old cheesers from the fucking early 2000s. I bought it and it ended up being really good. So
I think Zach Galifianakis is actually from where I am.
Is he really?
Yeah. They said like he's coming to town before, but I'm so far away from there right now. Like it's an effort to get out that way.
Oh, don't you want to go out and meet Zach Galifianakis?
There's a lot of people out there, like Andy McDowell, a lot of wrestlers too.
Oh fuck! Is this a scene where he gets it, man?
Mm-hmm. Because you got the what do you say, like fucking cat or something?
This movie's fucking insane. It looks so good.
Like that shit.
I'm watching a DVD
How
of this
do you
right
even-
now, and it looks fucking phenomenal. All right, I don't think it could look better.
Well, I tend to disagree, but
Yeah, well,
I don't know. You probably are watching on a better TV than I am, though. So this is like my.
I'm watching it in a
TV.
Blu-ray player, though. I'm watching it in a Blu-ray player. Hooked
So it
up
might
to it.
upscale it.
Yeah, maybe it looks really good. I say it couldn't look better, and he goes, "Oh, I disagree."
It couldn't look any better.
I didn't mean like I.
I know. I was just being a dick.
It's funny. Oh man. Yeah, this movie would have taken so fucking long to make all that shit. They would like the
I
art
don't
design.
even know.
The art design was probably like fucking rolling in the dough.
What
But
did he
a lot of this
even?
stuff was probably sorry. I don't mean to keep cutting you off there, but the fucking they probably went crazy with styrofoam because styrofoam's cheap as fuck, and you can, you know.
But you can't like. I guess you could. How long would it take to do like little corrugated metal shit like that going up the side though? Like maybe they just bought some little pieces. Still though, that's taking a shit ton of time for like the styrofoam and you're carving that out.
Yeah.
You think all that's styrofoam?
No, it doesn't look like. I don't know.
It's crazy, dude. And you got so many scenes like this to where there's so much. It's like engine parts or something put together in this weird fucking
And like
way. To
chain,
where it's...
like when the fuck are you ever in a
Oh.
situation where there's chains just hanging like that?
a little mystical. You fucked up, brother. Dude, what? No, no. What would be worse, that or like a golden shower? Like, I would say that, but doesn't like. Oh shit! I thought it was about to come down on him.
Yeah,
I gotta
that's
watch
fun.
this more often.
Yeah, I thought.
You know
I
what's
thought
weird
he was
about
fucking
me?
did it right
Like,
there.
I did too. But what's weird about me as opposed to you is like I used to be like this, but I feel like you watch your favorite movies a shit ton. Like you can just marathon them to where you watch them. Like for me, it's very rare that I'll rewatch something. Like if I've watched it more than 3 times, it probably means I really like it. So like this,
Look at that.
I've seen it a good number of times. Even like Zombie, like I think I've seen Zombie probably in total like 10 times, 9 times. But there's so many films to watch. My thing is like I don't want to get hung up on. It almost makes me want to rewatch another one though. Now I see little cat, The Uninvited. But I digress. I want to look.
I think this would make for a good like page.
Oh, absolutely. The only reason I haven't done it yet is like I'm gonna put it into some alien.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna put it into some
Oh,
alien.
yeah. Well, that's like the thing, because like I feel like with you, like
Build up.
you have like a lot of different styles, because like you have like like your Vincent Price piece that you did, which I love, but you also have like your other kind of like what I call like the radioactive blob fuel style, which is that very like
The robots and stuff.
well, not just that, but like the full page, like not leaving any fucking white. Just I don't know, man. You have like that crazy like weird like fucking like super dark weird textures for backgrounds and stuff. Like I don't like
A
even
lot
that
of
one
that comes from ink.
that one that you started like not long ago, and then you sent me the photo. You've been coloring it. That one is fucking dope.
Oh, should I go and get that?
Yeah, go get that shit.
That's not done, but
I had to
I got
move
a
this,
few like that.
I had to move this skull because it was like on top of you, and it looked like you were like wearing it. There we go.
I'm trying to just see like what Ridley Scott did before Alien, because like after Alien, he went on to do Blade Runner and shit. But like,
I don't know what he did before.
I don't even. Okay, that's why I've got him on producer or some shit. Director.
Yeah, really.
All right, I'll go and get this in a sec. I just want to look this up. Production design director. Try again. Oh, you try again. All right. Boy and Bicycle. It seems like he did TV and some shorts. Hovis, Boy on Bike, The Duelist. The Duelist he did before Alien.
I don't think I've ever fucking seen that.
Oh.
Look at that room he's in. Like, how the fuck do you think they did that?
Oh, I
Like with
miss
all
that.
those like fucking dots and shit.
Oh, just LEDs and then like 555 time. Still though, back then,
Fuck, that'd be
maybe they had some of those little chips, but like the 80s was a real boom for like DIY electronics. I don't know. You had to be like a whiz to rig that shit up. And stuff like that I don't like how? How? It's fucking it just goes so hard. Alright, I'll go and get that little
666 who's in the chat. Where you at? I always forget how much I like Alien. Like I really do prefer Aliens, but you know, this movie's phenomenal. Like it's sort of like like he said, it's like the just basically like truck drivers like up in space. And that's sort of the appeal. Like I think that's why movies like this were so good, and movies like The Thing were so good, and because it just deals with like a group of people that are just like sort of like they want to do their own. It's like they're at work, they just want to get the fuck home, and they get thrown into this crazy situation. Like because we've been talking, I don't really remember. I think what happened was they picked up on a distress signal on that planet LV-426, I believe. And then they that's why they went there. Like it's a crazy.
I don't know where I put that one. But I'll just show this instead.
I think this is where Tom Skerritt gets it.
It's another thing I've been working
that's
on
crazy.
smoothly. That's I guess closer to like that's like no reference or anything. So that's just like out of the head. And once I do that, stuff like that sometimes requires a lot of thought depending on what I'm trying to do, because you got to figure out, okay, if I want to make this work in space, it's got to be like this, that, and the other, you know. And there's levels to it too. Like the Vincent Price, that was a lot more heavily referenced, whereas this next one I'm working on, it's more just kind of like going, maybe I'll look at an image, maybe I'll do a sketch and then go off of my sketch and I'll like looking at it, because you get different results from that. Like if you just look at something and draw from it, as opposed like even tracing, like sometimes I'll use to just kind of get an outline or an idea to where I can quickly get the proportions and then try to just add something onto it. Because if you do something like that, like if you're direct tracing it, it's one thing, but if you can start to understand kind of the structure of what you're looking at and then add on to the form, you can kind of transform it and make it your own. but I don't know. Go back to talking about aliens.
Whenever I directly trace something, I find I can never fucking get it right. So I rarely do.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to like a person, like if I'm trying to do a face, like it's not gonna happen. But like if I'm like, for instance, I'm gonna be working on this piece. This is a total like
That's a lot of the times when I like do the comics, I'll look at the reference, draw it, and then try to stylize from my like reference sketch.
this is something that's gonna be is an ice cream. It's an ice cream truck.
Oh, okay.
So
Something that's like JC.
Yeah, like I printed this off so I can just kind of get like the body of the like the proportions of the vehicle on the paper.
Oh yeah.
And then that way I can, because I'm gonna go all out on this fucking thing, and I'm gonna have like Is
it gonna be an ice cream truck?
Yeah, it's gonna be an ice cream truck, but it's gonna be like a Filthy Ralph style ice cream truck.
Oh, I thought you were doing a movie there. I was gonna. Is that like a Carpenter type of thing?
No, it's just like that's a good fucking Assault on Precinct, right? Is that what that's from?
Yeah. Man. Was that Yaphet Kotto in that too?
No, I don't think he was.
Who was that?
Now I gotta look it up.
Yeah.
Like, he wasn't the cop. He definitely wasn't the cop in that. If he was in it, I don't know. He wasn't in this. He wasn't in that shit.
What was he in? I think I watched something on All We Need Is Sleeves that had him in it. I can't remember what it was.
Shout out to All We Need Is Sleeves, by the way.
Yeah. They got theirs coming out soon. It's gonna be sweet.
I'm telling you, because of like how like the shift I work, I never get to watch his fucking thing. And like he like last weekend or last Wednesday he played Lady Snowblood, and like he's playing all these amazing things I want to see, but like
I missed it too, and I meant to catch it, but I think I was drawing, I got sucked in. And like at first, okay, for a while I could, because I was working late. So I'd catch this thing and then go to work, whatever. When I had to go to work, I went to work. Now it's just like I'll get distracted doing something else, but I'm gonna stop in next week. Last time I really wanted to see it because they were showing was it Lady Snowblood? They were showing one of the Gorilla Boss films, which are pretty cool. It's kind of like the Delinquent Girl Boss is one of the early roles of that I'm not gonna say her name right, but female prisoner Scorpion. I guess she was Lee Snowblood too, right?
Yeah, it's Miko Kajo or Kajo. Miko Kajo?
Miko Kago, something like that. But those Delinquent Girl Boss, but I think he was showing another Pinky film that I wanted to see that I hadn't seen. And that's the thing, like he'll have something that I've been wanting to see and just, never got around to picking it up or finding it and I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna watch this. Like The Curse, another one, which was like a Ghost Fulci film or whatever, something I don't know. But yeah, check him out. His stream, it's pretty open. We'll let you come in, watch movies, chop it up.
Yeah. Plus, he does a magazine, and it's fucking dope.
New issues coming out soon. Probably be all kinds of cool stuff. I'm glad he's back doing that, and I feel like we were just talking about that too. Like, man, I wish he would come back because
he's definitely like, I don't know, man. I don't know where he gets it.
Busy.
No, but like I was gonna say, I don't know where the fuck he gets that thing made, but it is the most professionally made like zine that I've ever seen. Like it is fucking nice.
For a independent guy, from what I understand, he's like asked around and people are just giving him advice, and he's kind of ran with it. Maybe he's going to a print shop or something. I don't know. I've never really asked him. I don't really want to. I don't know.
No, but I get what you're saying, but like I'm just saying, like it's a very well like put together, like it's well produced in the way of like
I'm just surprised they can get like the names they can. That blows my mind. It's like Brainbleed and that guy. It's like, man.
Yeah.
I guess I just ask or something. I don't know. I feel weird about asking. Like,
I think that even if you have to throw a bit of cash at it, man, it's still worth it to have like, like I don't know, like because with Brain Bleed, I don't know if like Carl Dahmer like just was like, hey man, use it, or maybe he paid or whatever, or maybe he asked him if he could pay for like a fucking if he just to like who the fuck knows what happened with
Yeah.
that. At the bottom line, it's fucking epic. You know what I mean? And it's
Yeah.
awesome for like
I
the
mean, it'd
whole
be
like
cool.
the whole culture of it, you know? I
I
hate
just
saying
don't
that,
want to.
but
I
it
just don't
is.
like want to insult somebody because if they want money, it's like, well, all right, this is what I can give. It's like, oh, well, well,
Yeah.
sorry, I can't.
Well,
I don't know, like,
that's why like with Cinema 187, it's like, dude, like you submit people that submit, then they're in. But we're not like
yeah,
seeking out fucking free art basic or whatever, because like that's why I always like I ask like everyone like, oh, can we use this bot, or like that's with issue 3, like 2 people have already submitted and we haven't even like you know the deadline, by the way, is April 21st. I'm gonna be making a video about that on the channel. I'll make that video this weekend sometime, and that way, because I have people that are like from the comic book fandom I was in back in the day that would probably be interested in something like that. That's one
I
thing
mean,
I've
that's a
sort of
really good potential. Like, not even like you don't even have to draw for something like that. You probably have, if you're like comic book really heavily oriented, you probably know more about it than I do. So you could probably shed light on all kinds of cool, like, darker stuff that's out there that nobody's heard of.
I'd like to do like a little like write up about like shit that I like good comics that you should seek out, or you know I think like the comic book thing would be probably as far as I would go with something like that. But I also have a lot of articles that I wrote years ago that I'm going to check out and see if they're worth putting in. But I'm definitely going to be writing at least one original article for issue 3. And the art, like so far that Clockwork Orange stuff's going in there for sure. And we'll see what happens as far as what happens next, because I want to start another movie piece, and I'm like torn between a few flicks, but I'll know soon enough. I'm just looking
I
forward.
know another one I want to do. I just have to get to it because I've got to do the cover. I've got to finish up this comic. I mean, the comic actually, that might have to be a two-parter, just depending on how, I don't know. We just have to see. Like, because space-wise, if we get enough people, we don't want to make it, like, ridiculous for us to have to, you know.
Yeah. Gene Paul's Peters in the house. This guy is one of like my oldest friends on YouTube.
Hello, we're just watching some Alien.
Yeah.
Probably gonna follow it up with something. Maybe we'll see.
What's going on, GPAP? Sean, smoking dope, watching Alien, talking shit. Yo, Sean, if you down, man, write a fucking article about like something like horror movie related. Keep it exploitation type bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I know you can figure out. And Gene Paul's Peter knows a lot. Even if you want to write something about like horror comics or like horror artists, because I know
Absolutely.
he knows.
He said he
more.
would.
Yeah, he knows.
All right, you would? You're in for the cause? This is for you, buddy.
What is that? Is that an ant?
You know what this
Oh,
is.
dude. Okay, Sean, this is big news. He's eating an ant for you, man. A Brazilian.
An ass.
Get that in here.
Oh, it smells.
Dirty. Fuck, man. That's grimy. These poor bastards down in the States, they got to resort to ants.
Oh, it had like the worst texture, too.
Oh, man. What did you expect it to taste like? Fucking strawberry shortcake?
A peanut. I
Someone told
thought
you
it was going to be like a crunchy. Fuck, that was gross.
Oh.
It was like kind of crispy, but insect-like to where it kind of.
Ooh. Grimy.
It does kind of taste like a peanut. That's fine. It
So,
smells
Sean,
like.
what did you think of Cinema 187, by the way? Sorry, go ahead, bro. Back to your ant.
That smells like coochie, bo.
Oh, filthy. That's filthy. My God. Yep. So that's that. So Sean, write an article and give it to me before the fucking 21st of April. You got plenty of time. That goes for anyone that wants to, you know, like the thing is though, like, don't make it fucking 25 pages. Make it like 2-3 pages top. Like in terms of like, we're talking about like a folded in half, you know, 8.5 by 11, like that much, like boom, boom, like 3 of those. Because other than like, if we go more than that, it's gonna make printing it like a fucking pain in the ass. So, you know, on it, brother. G-pop is on it. Good, man. So that's cool, man. Because like, you know, I want to have people in on this that like the thing is like, okay, so Cammy has already sent me the article for her submission. Reader 17 is in on it. But like it's cool because like it's all like homies basically. So we can just fucking revel in it. You loved it. Did you read Filthy Ralph 1 or 2 or both? I sent him fucking the Filthy Ralph and Cinema and all that bullshit.
Filthy Ralph.
Filthy Ralph, man. He's a hell of a fucking guy.
Honestly, like, I don't know. Two picked it up. Like, 1 was pretty filthy, like vile. 2 wasn't so bad. It's like he was, you know, he had his goals in mind. He had some ambition at that point. He's just a scumbag. 2,
Yeah.
you know, he's like he's trying to make his way.
Yeah.
Trying to get out of hell. Get some hell coke. Get some of that in you.
One of my favorite parts is when he like takes the kid to the movie theater and it says like in the speech bubble it says get the kid some nachos.
It's not. Dude, that ant was terrible. I can still taste that shit.
Oh, well, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, I shouldn't have ate that. That was just supposed to be like a little.
It's supposed to be like a fun like joke shop gag, and you took it to the extreme and consumed it.
I'm gonna eat some of this lemon bread again.
Yeah, eat some lemon bread. Wash it down.
I don't think I can wash that shit out. That was just.
For the record, we're at the scene in Alien where Ash is on the fucking floor covered in his milky goo.
That's just what you want to see after eating an ass. A bunch of beads and.
What the fuck?
It's so gross.
Poor fucking.
Do you think Cronenberg watched this?
Oh fuck yeah, he watched it.
This is probably like right up his alley too.
I'm writing War and Peace. He's writing a War and Peace length write-up on Demons 2 and a secondary piece on Leanna Quigley and Felissa Rose.
Okay.
War and Peace length.
War and Peace.
Wow.
We'll have to shrink it down to like a size 2 font.
Yeah. That'll be fun. You have to fucking wear.
We'll give a bonus little monogram, whatever you call those things.
You got fucking.
That would be a pretty cool joint. What if we had like a little fold out thing where it comes out of the page? That'd probably be hard to do, but it's like a little Dead Sea Scroll where you just like unravel the page and it's like Demons 2.
You know what would be cool? You know what we should do? We should, you know, like those like old fashioned like masks they'd be on the back of like a magazine. You cut it out. We should like include one of those. Like I'll like design one and like put like a rubber band around it and all that. That'll be part of when you buy it.
You'd have to do like cardstock or something, and you'd have to like to make it look good. You'd have to have it like all perforated, or I don't know. It seems like a pain in the ass. You need some kind of little machine to
fucking go to the fucking print shop at fucking M&T, and I'll say, hey, Filthy Frank, Sean. It's not Filthy Frank. It's Filthy Ralph, man.
Filthy Frank, that's his brother. That's his cousin. Bring him in on the neck. Filthy Frank.
R word, that old bitch in the elevator, like right to it. No fucking waiting with Bluntman 53. Right to it. Oh yeah. Well, fuck. What else you gonna do? Filthy Ralph. Ralphie Filth. Yeah, man. Let me tell you, I'm looking forward to this next one. Jaime Filer is he's down too.
Awesome.
Yeah, so he did that Spider Babe piece in the back.
That guy's pretty all over too. I mean, it seems like. Do you ever see like the staple spine type of deal?
Yeah, Staple
I feel
Spine and like Rob's Video and shit like that.
Yeah, he did that
This
one
was-
too.
That's a piece he did for the last one. Like he's really good, man. I think he really did a good job with this.
Oh yeah, you can tell like he's. I don't know. I wish I could. A lot of the times I get distracted because I'll be like, right now I'm working on this comic, and that's like I want to get done with that. So it's like I feel like I have to work on that, and then I get distracted and draw, like a little whatever the hell you want to call that thing, tentacle tick thing. What did you say that was? Like goo or tentacles or something coming out of that guy's dick? So that, and then the street shark.
Oh yeah, Street Shark.
Who was there for that? Was VZ there? Is he still here?
I don't know. VZ, you in the house? Were you here for the Street Shark talk last
I'll
weekend?
show him the finished street shark. Crypt of Castles Hill. Mike.
Yeah, he'd probably be down. He's got Cinema 187 number 1. I gotta send him number 2 as well. Oh, VZ is in the house. Okay, so VZ, yo, radio, show him that Street Shark if you got it handy.
Oh yeah.
Fucking Street Shark. What a concept, eh? They were like back then. They were just like, Street Shark. It's probably like an insult you would have got called back in like the 1910s. Like if you were like riding a fucking bicycle down the street. Yeah, you Street Shark.
You street shark.
There it is. Look at the fucking little guy getting ripped open. Oh my God. That turned out dope.
You know what I told you I was doing something dumb? You know what that was?
What?
I learned the song like on guitar. I just wanted a good way to record it. Like that's what I was planning on doing. The street shark, it would look like the street shark. Like they never had the tails. I probably should have looked at it beforehand. But I was like, I'm just gonna go. Like, what the fuck does a street shark look like? And then I looked at a picture. I'm like, well, I remember that one with the stripes. I never put the stripes on there. And I did look at the tuna guy because I was like, I kind of want to have him like getting ready to get like mealed on. But yeah, I guess that's kind of like raw style. Me just trying to draw a street shark. He said give him camo pants. So I just give him like some grungy power violence, whatever. Shark pants. What got me is just like sharks wearing pants. Like, what the fuck?
I wish Robert Crumb would draw a Street Shark. Eh? I wish Robert Crumb would like draw every one of my childhood shows. Eh? Like, could you imagine a
The guy
motherfucker?
doesn't. You could send him a message. I probably would too.
Could you
Something like
imagine?
that, be like, Robert Crumb, I'm your biggest fan. Would you please draw a street shark? You'd be like, what the fuck is this guy? No, I'm not doing a street shark. No. Go the fuck
What if
away.
What if he drew Beavis and Butthead?
I wonder how he felt about that.
I don't know.
Like when it came out, he knew about it because that was like a national phenomenon of like, the kid. Didn't the kid light his trailer on fire or something? After watching Beavis and Butthead, it was like this beaver and butt coat are ruining the children of America.
Beaver and Bunghole. There goes Yaphet Kotto.
Oh. That alien almost looked like he was doing a tribal dance or something. It just looked...
Yeah.
He does look a little stiff, the big chap in this, but for me, this is a mood piece. Like, that's why I like it
Yeah.
probably the most.
It definitely has a vibe to it. Like it's not like you nailed it when you said a mood piece. That's exactly what I think of it as too, man. It's fucking like just very creative.
That might be the styrofoam.
Yeah,
right
that looks
there.
styrofoamy.
That just looks like a stage lamp or something.
Yeah. What a trip. By the way, Yaphet Kotto was also in Across 110th Street. He was in Truck Turner. He was in Friday
That might have
Foster.
been Truck Turner. Was that with Isaac Hayes?
I think so.
Yeah. Dude, Isaac Hayes was the shit too. Like, that was probably one of the first guys I ever noticed because he was Chef, but he was
Yeah.
also in one of those full moon movies I rented when I was really young, Oblivion.
He was in Hustle and Flow too.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
That's a good movie, man.
Might be worth checking out. It's one of those, for me, that would be like I said mood piece. I'd have to be in a certain mood to watch something like that. Like, you get in those kind of, like that's what you're feeling at the time.
Yeah.
Kind of like westerns or kung fu or any of that stuff. You just kind of take off.
Did I ever tell you, or did I ever show you? I started another piece like a while ago, like a 3-page thing that I never finished yet, and it's The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Oh, I
Yeah.
remember you going on The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. That would be cool.
So I drew Blondie, Angel Eyes, and Tuco, and I gotta pull those out and finish those. Because the reason why I stopped is because I started doing those Filthy Ralph fucking drawings in that big sketchbook, and I ended up doing like 26 of them or some shit. So I just kind of put The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly shit on hold, but I really want to get back to it. There's a lot of
to do something wild. Sometimes I wonder if I should go with like a deeper cut. I don't know. There's a lot of different. I'm just looking at my shit over here and trying to like, piece out. I mean, I already know what I'm gonna do for like a one piece for the next one. And that I'll just tell it right now. I'll probably be in like pencil with watercolor because I like the way that looks. I did something when I was in high school that I really liked. Kind of like the look of. And I think I'll go back to it. I don't know. The comic's kind of a deep cut. I wonder what I could put in there to kind of like, ground it a little better. Something more sustainable. What's like some big, Godzilla, but Japanese cinema?
Yeah.
What's
Sorry,
like a big one?
I'm just distracted for a minute because my fucking brother sent me a message.
I don't know. We're not really too professional here.
Look at this. This is what it was.
Is this real?
It's like, hold on a minute. It's like someone in the drive-thru standing there.
Real?
Your brother sent that to you?
Yeah.
Is that like a throwback or something?
Yeah, I don't know when it's from, but I'm driving my mom's vehicle though. I can tell that.
How many years difference are you and your brother? Like a big, or is it
6 years?
Oh yeah.
So
See, me and my brother
he's
are
24.
3. So he's actually like the Z generation or whatever you call it.
Yeah. But he's not like a fuckhead though. He's because he hung out with me a lot growing up. You know what I mean? He wasn't like hanging out.
That's just that's kind of just like a thing. Like, it's not, it's arbitrary. Like, I don't know. You could say all kinds of things about like our generation, but it only holds true to like X%.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what I see a lot just looking at headlines on the news is like how much debt and shit we're in.
Yeah.
Like our generation is like taking out so much fucking and is in X amount of debt. I'm like, that doesn't apply to me. I'm broke, but I don't have debt. Like that's probably why I'm broke. Because I didn't want to. No, dude. If I didn't have it, I wasn't going to spend it to go to school or whatever. Not like $20,000 or whatever the fuck the loan was going to be.
Let me just get some more water. Hold on.
And with that said, let's get some more beer. Because I am a degenerate. Lawless and sly, and what they call down south, white trash. Chef, DC knows what's up. I'm sorry, I've been like distracted this whole time trying to watch Aliens, guys. If you want to like chop it up about something, just send it in the chat. It's been a while since I've watched this, so I've been meaning to get back to it. And I've been kind of like half paying attention. I'll probably have to watch it again later on. But VZ, Years of Lead, what does that have? I know it was like the big racket or something. You talked about it last time where there's some Umberto Lindsay stuff on there. I don't know if it's a Heroin Busters, Contraband or whatever, that Lucio Fulci movie's on there or not. But that one looks... That's a really good movie. And Fulci's cameo is awesome too because he comes out with a submachine gun. It's one of the mob bosses.
Close this door. It's fucking cold.
The door. Do you have your door open?
I had the balcony door open a crack, yeah.
Fuck, dude. How do you even... Because I know it's colder there than it is here. It's like
I'm Canadian. 30. I'm Canadian.
Fuck that. I hate the cold.
Well, I fucking...
The
thing is, here's how I justify it. My apartment is a very dry apartment, and when it's hot, it's just like a dry heat. You're like sitting in a fucking dry little cunt. So I gotta fucking crack the door a bit, man.
What do you do when you need some KY though? I guess you got air conditioning. That's what you call. In the summer, you're like, fuck, it's too hot.
My air conditioner doesn't. It's one of those ones that's like portable, but I have it in my kitchen. And
so you don't have like central air in there?
Fuck no.
That's fucked up.
I'm in a fucking this is like fucking only like a few fucking coats of paint away from a fucking slum, bro.
I mean, I'm not living any type of palace here either. But my last apartment did have that. But he said Savage 3, so he was talking about that box of lead, that Arrow set where it was all like Eurocrime. What was Savage 3? Is that like a Thomas Milan joint or something?
10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Damn. I think to do all those old school animations, did you ever see like the stuff on 2001 to where they had to like film it going into this thing and have mirrors on both sides and it was like painted but on a like a little moving shit there?
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I think similar shit.
I don't know. I'd have to pause that and look at it. This is probably just like
Like,
painted
how the
on
fuck
the
did they
film.
do that? How the fuck did they do that?
They did a lot of like painting on film, probably with like airbrush, because you can get it to where it looks like a
Look at
certain
that.
way on acetate. Maybe
I don't fucking know. They use magic.
magic,
Movie magic.
movie magic.
He says directed by Vittorio Sanello.
Salinero. I've never heard of that guy. It isn't like a Margaretti.
Antonio
like,
Margaretti.
Yeah. What were some of those? Ricardo Freire. Some of those old guys who got in on like the 60s Gothics. That's one thing I've really wanted to watch lately. After watching that, what the hell was that called? Something Blood. Oh, fuck. I can't remember. Blood Ceremony. After watching that, like, I want to go back to some of those. Even though I was like 70s, maybe that, or like the Castle Blood, some of the Barbara Steele stuff, or like the Paul Nashy. Because that, like, the 70s rule, dude. I got to give it to you for that. Like, I was watching Mosquito the other day, and that's like 90s. 90s have some okay stuff. It's peppered. 80s, there's a lot. That's really what you say about the 80s is a lot. 70s is a lot too, but it's a different narrative really what they're going for compared to like the slasher.
Yeah.
I'd say like the target audience is more adult.
Yeah, 70s films are where it's at, VZ. It's where it's at. It's where it's at, all right? Yeah, 70s.
It was a microphone.
70s and pretty much anything, well, not anything, but a lot of stuff set in the 70s I'm a fan of, i.e. Devil's Rejects, House of a Thousand Corpses, Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake, that type of shit I fucking love. I don't know.
X. I love the 70s VH1 takes.
What the fuck's that girl's name against Sigourney Weaver? She's got no ass. She's negative ass. This girl has no, and back then they're like, she has such a nice ass. It's like, no, there's
You think they said that?
Oh yeah,
she's got a distinct look. Like she's attractive in her own way. I wouldn't say she's like hot or. I mean,
but would you agree she's
don't look
assless?
fucked up. Yeah, she's assless. I'll give her that.
There it is. Poor girl. Yeah, she's cute.
She's
in her
got
own
that
way.
Jamie Lee Curtis ass.
Oh yeah, Dead Recliner. Shout out Dead Recliner. He probably loves this broad, man. He loves.
I think Sigourney Weaver is.
James, man.
Yeah, she's attractive, but she's not like. You know what I think is hot? Rashada Jones. Like, dude.
Who the fuck is that?
She was in that Child's Play remake, but she was in The Office. I think no, just The Office. Have you ever seen that show? What else was she in? I'll look it
No,
up.
I never watched that fucking show, man.
Oh, that was like public television, so I watched the hell out of that. I was like the only thing on past.
I know a lot of people love that show. I was at a buddy's once, and they put on they were watching it, and like I get it, I can see why people like it, but it's not for me, man. Dead Recliner smiles. He knows what's good.
Dead Recliner, do you like Rashada Jones? Do you think she looks good?
Can you show a fucking photo of that broad?
Yeah. I'm going to look up what else she's in, though. She was in Parks and Rec, but that's one you probably wouldn't. Let me look up something.
Is she the girl from was she in that movie called
I gotta go back.
Dirty Grandpa? With Robert De Niro and Zac Efron.
It's been a while since I've seen that one.
That is a good.
It was in The Social Network. Yeah, I haven't seen that. I love
That's
you,
actually a
man.
Ridley Scott film, I believe, though. Or it might be a Tony Scott film.
What else was she in? Full Frontal. She was in Freaks and Geeks, but only for one episode. Did you like that show? Wasn't that Canadian? That was like the start of all them guys.
I think it might have been Canadian, but yeah, I seen Freaks and Geeks. I like that show.
Yeah. She was in Chappelle Show for 2 episodes.
Oh fuck, I love Chappelle Show.
Yeah. I gotta rewatch those. I haven't seen those in so fucking long.
Me and my dad, we just watched like at least 3 episodes from season 1 recently. Because he's
I don't
obsessed.
know, dude.
He's obsessed with certain skits.
My dad would
I
probably
got
do
all
it.
the fucking
Watch it.
Chappelle Show shit, man.
My dad actually might have them though. I'm not sure what he has. I have to go through his little collection.
There it is, the fucking almighty.
Yeah.
Season 1 of Chappelle Show is so classic. Season 2. So the story behind this burnt version of season 2 is I got this in Toronto, and I also picked up a bootleg of Afro Samurai. And as I was leaving, because I bought Afro Samurai, and I was like, "Oh, do you have Chappelle Show season 2?" And he says no. And then me and Richie and my brother Nick, we were walking down the street, and the guy goes, "Hey, hey, hey!" We look back. He's like, "I found one." So that's how I got that.
Damn.
And,
All right, Rashada Jones.
let's see here. Oh, I know who that chick is.
Yeah.
I recognize that chick.
Child's Play, the remake.
There it is.
Or
The
Mrs.
lost
Alien.
episodes of Chappelle Show.
Who else looks good? I like that chick from Dazed and Confused.
Which one?
The Air Raid.
Oh yeah. That chick was.
That's when I was younger.
She was in some Kevin Smith films.
She kind of looks like, was it Mallrats?
Yeah.
I like Mallrats a lot when I was younger too. Do you remember that?
Did you ever see this? I painted this on a tape.
I don't know. Maybe it's been a while. I did a tape deal.
Crazy. Yo, look at this. This is from the dollar store. This is a $1, $1.50 marijuana home drug test. You got to have one of those. And if you suspect your children of ingesting marijuana, you need the dollar store marijuana.
Why do you have that?
I
Is
bought
that
it as a bag just to put on my shelf. I think it's out of control.
Nah, dude. You, Dead Recliner, you can't tell me Rashada Jones nowadays looks worse. Looks worse than Jamie Lee Curtis. If you say that, you're fucked. I'm sorry, you're just fucked.
She looks like a rat. Oh, that's sick.
Do you want this piece? Could
Fuck
you
yeah.
use this? Like, could you put that together? Because I'm sure you have
Yes.
a Gates of Hell tape.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I gotta see how much room I'm gonna have when I ship you this shit. Maybe I'll.
I have-
this in.
Yo, I already know exactly what that's going with. I have the fucking I've showed you
I'm not
this.
gonna be able to afford that shit. Maybe if I bootleg it, but at this point, why even? Because I have the other. I've got like the one thing, the full shoot pack.
This right here, the fucking
Godzilla video.
the Gates of Hell. Put it on that fucking thing. Put that tape in there, man.
All right, Dead Recliner. What do you think about Linnea Quigley? How does Linnea Quigley stack up? Or no, Barbara Crampton. Like, we'll say in her prime, but even now, Barbara Crampton compared to Jamie Lee Curtis.
I just don't understand. Dead. I don't know what you find. What's so hot about her? Is it like her innocence from the first movie,
honestly
like from Halloween? I
I
want to
don't know. I never thought she looked that good. Even in Halloween 1, she just
I
kind of
thought her friend looked better
PJ
than her.
Scholes. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
not her. The other one, the Annie, the one that played Annie, I thought was way better looking.
Yeah, yeah. Wasn't she like a black hair? Is hot. Well, aliens over. We got distracted. Man, fucking dead recliner made me miss the end to Alien out the airlock. It's all good.
There it is. That was a good that was fun. See, that's what I'm talking about, man. That was a good time.
Yeah.
I think okay, but let me say this. Getting back to what we were just talking about. What is it, dead recliner? I want a detailed answer. Alien head effects.
I'm just
created by
cracking my
Stefano
ass off.
Rambaldi.
He says that Rashada Jones looks like a rat. I just listen to my mom. I'm like, no, dude. Like, no, she's
Title
fine.
designed by Steve Frank for Communications, R. Greenberg Associates, Tony Silver Films.
I missed all that. I see
Visual design consultant Dan O'Bannon, who was behind Return of the Living Dead.
Yeah. That's what I said about like the connection.
Production manager Garth Thomas. Construction.
Phil Knowles, that guy comes up a lot too.
Yeah. Great film. He likes Barbara.
Yeah. I put on Reanimator the other night. I watched a shit ton of stuff the other day. But not a shit ton. I watched a Jess Franco film because I was like finally getting around to Trash Stash. I'm like, because I did have Diabolical Dr. Z or whatever you call that, and I watched most of that. I think I thought it was pretty good, like way better than the first Franco film I saw. But I watched this film, Red Lips. That movie was funny. It was corny, but it was good. I wish he was on right now. We could chop it up about some Franco and the Red Lips.
Who the fuck did the special effects for the alien in this? It wasn't Stan Winston?
Oh yeah, I don't have a remote.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah. I mean, what do we do now? Do we just ad lib?
Yeah, we can ad lib.
We could put on aliens.
Put on aliens.
And whatever, it's whatever. I think I might sleep on my couch tonight. I kind of just want to go back to watching National Anthem.
Yo, put it on.
I'm gonna do that before I go to bed. I just have to remember, like, try to get my password to the fucking thing in here over there in my bedroom.
Yeah. Yo, I think actually I might call it, bro, for the night.
Dead Recliner said he likes blondes and redheads.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I like black hair. All right. But yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what fucking time it is.
Yeah.
2:30.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna shut her down.
All right. When we watched Aliens, I ate an ant's ass.
That was a good one. That was a good one. Yeah. All right, bro.
Oh, that was a hoot.
That was. We'll do it. Yo, maybe again next Friday if you're down.
You got to pick the film this time because
I'll pick one. I'll message. We'll be in contact through the week and we'll figure out what it is.
I mean, you can just say it. I probably could wrangle something.
I don't know. I got to think of one now.
We could do Taxi Driver because those saying I don't think I've ever seen that.
Oh fuck! Okay, it's 100% going to be Taxi Driver then.
But the problem with that is I'm gonna have to focus on it. Like I'm not gonna.
Oh, this is true.
But then you get a real reaction. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could work.
No, because you got to listen to it and like you can't really talk like during that film. We got to watch.
Maybe I could watch it beforehand and then do the follow up.
Yeah, watch it. If you can watch it beforehand and then we can rewatch it next Friday.
I'm not a big fan of rewatching like that, but it's probably best if you're gonna be doing a little like dealio there.
Well, like I said, we'll figure it out. We'll talk.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. Thanks everyone for coming by, stopping by, chatting with us tonight. Had a good time, good laughs, good film, and
Until the next time.
Again, Cinema 187 issue 3. Submit your articles, submit your art. at cinema.187 on Instagram. And
Hop on board.
come on board. Peace out, VZ. Thanks for stopping by, bro. Dead Recliner. Everyone else.
VZ,
Gene Polly
Every
Speeder.
Thunder,
Peace.
Gene Polly Speeder. Good night.
All right, bro.